here.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so cute.
We probably could just walk straight.
There's only one iPhone thingy.
May I?
Yeah.
I'm stealing it. Well, good thing I have an Android. Can you plug mine in, please?
Yeah.
Well, how are we doing today, everyone?
Good. How are you?
Doing very well. What are we heading to this afternoon?
But somebody's gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely.
No, we all popped in to do Flights of Passage because, you know.
Why not? It's the best ride at Disney.
Yeah. Epcot area resorts, but now there's been like rumors that it's all the resorts, but I haven't seen anything official. Is it officially all of the resorts?
No.
So what's
No, we couldn't take it from
We called
Coronado
this
today.
morning. Yeah, this morning we were going to take one from
okay.
Coronado and they said no.
Are you guys staying at Coronado?
We were.
Now we're moving
Now
again.
you're moving.
and
Where
then
are you
we're
moving to?
Saratoga.
And then Bay Lake.
And then tomorrow, Bay Lake.
Okay, so when you're at Bay Lake, you'll be able to get it.
Yeah.
So we are at 9 resorts. So Animal Kingdom Lodge, Yacht Club, Beach Club, Boardwalk, Old Key West, Wilderness Lodge, Contemporary / Bay Lake, Polynesian, and Grand Floridian. So all the deluxe plus Old Key West.
all the deluxe? So Old Key West is the only non-deluxe resort.
Correct.
Okay, so no moderates, no values, no villas.
Correct.
Okay.
Except for
Except
Old Key West.
Except Old Key West. And Bay Lake Tower.
Bay Lake Tower we operate out of. That's part of the Contemporary.
Okay. Yeah, because I was at Yacht Club in November, and that's, I think, why I still.
So now, are you a Lyft driver, or are you a Disney?
Absolutely not.
You're a Disney employee.
You're
Yes.
Disney because his shirt and he's got Disney.
Well, I saw that, but why do we go through the Lyft app?
So that's a great question. So I'm a cast member. I've
See?
worked for Disney for 5 years.
I have a really good question.
You do have great questions. So Disney cast member, worked for Disney for 5 years. As far as Lyft is concerned, my name right now is Minivan 42.
Yeah.
Lyft thinks that is my name.
I got you.
So Disney partnered with Lyft to use their ride-sharing service technology. That way it's easier to call for rides, dispatch rides, and kind of track all the data during the ride. For a pilot program, it was a lot easier for Disney to partner with someone rather than create their entire brand new ride-sharing
So
system.
they're probably going to come up with their own app.
You haven't heard anything from me about that. We don't know. If Disney likes to continue the partnership with Lyft, there's a chance that, we might further develop things with the own Disney app kind of powered by Lyft, but there's a chance Disney might develop their own if the thing sticks. So, it's still up in the air. Because it's a pilot program, though, we've just chosen to partner with them for kind of proof of concept.
Well, I
So
know,
how? Oh, go ahead.
tell them, because I don't know if you guys know this, tell them about the car seats and how you're trained and all that.
Yeah, so every
This is-
minivan...
This is awesome.
Every minivan can accommodate up to 6 passengers. That does include 2 kids if they need car seats. So in the state of Florida, everyone under the age of 6 is required to be in at least a booster seat.
Yeah.
But we have car seats in all the vehicles that are rear-facing, forward-facing, and booster mode compatible. So really from taking a newborn home from the hospital all the way through 110 pounds and 55 inches, all that can be accommodated through our booster and car seats.
Tell them how
So,
you're trained.
yeah, all of the minivan drivers receive an 8-hour class on that one car seat and how to install it, all the specifications of every different mode and module it can need to be in. And so typically, a good minivan driver can install a forward-facing car seat in under a minute.
Wow.
And so we're all trained. We're trained by car seat doctors who are 5 members of our team who have gone through extensive training. They went to a 5-day, 40-hour class on car seats. And as part of their certification to be car seat doctors, they have to go across the community and teach classes on car seats to, new parents or anyone looking to learn a little bit more about car seats. But yeah, so we're all trained and want to keep your little ones safe. If guests bring their own, as long as the guests can safely install it, they're not missing components, and it can be safely installed, we'll let you travel with your own. But typically, we do recommend using ours, just because we know the safety specifications for this vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's game changing for so many families who never had the option of taking a cab, around, and it's just, I think it's a really cool service that you guys
So how's the service doing, like business-wise? Like how busy is it?
We've been pretty busy.
Yeah.
We started off as a pretty modest fleet. Since our launch in July 31st of this year, or of last year rather, have just continued to grow and continue to expand to more and more resorts. So
Yeah.
all of us personally hope that this service takes off. From a driver's perspective, I have not heard one guest complain or like sitting in like, it wasn't really worth it. Like everyone's like, we want this to be a real thing. This is
Right.
the best service that Disney's come out with in years.
It's so different. I lived all over the place at home, and I've lived all around Orlando for a couple years now, and it's so different because you're still in that Disney bubble,
Sure.
even though it seems like you're not. You absolutely are. I mean, I've had Lyft drivers telling me cool trivia, and it's like entertainment
sure.
while you're.
Yeah, and the great thing about the minivan service is where if you're in a regular Lyft or Uber, they're going to be great, but they can only get you so far in the properties, whereas we have special pickup and drop-off locations that typically are closer. So for Magic Kingdom, because we're part of Disney Transportation, we can drop you off right in the bus loop there.
Oh, you can?
Right in front, yeah, so you have to go
that's
around the
good to
Ticket
know.
and Transportation Center. And as you were saying, we have, the ability to continue to provide that Disney magic.
Yeah.
Every minivan driver isn't hired off the street. We have to work for Disney for a certain amount of time before we can apply to become a minivan driver.
Were you a driver or just a cast member? Like,
Yeah, so I have actually never driven for Disney before minivans. I've worked in a lot of different lines of business, everywhere from food and beverage to operations training, and a few different theme parks as well. So my most recent role was in Disney's Animal Kingdom. I worked in Asia Attractions as a trainer and coordinator there.
oh,
So I taught people how to work at Kali, Everest, and the shows there, and then kind of oversaw some of the operation to make sure it ran smoothly.
what is all this construction?
This construction is parking lot improvements for the Magic Kingdom. With our 50th anniversary coming up in 3 years, we want to make sure that our infrastructure is able to match the amount of guests that we're expecting. So we're making it easier for guests to get in and out. So improving the roadways.
What about down by the Wide World of Sports?
Down by the Wide World of Sports, again, infrastructure improvements. They are trying to make it a lot easier for people who are coming to the Magic Kingdom and getting on World Drive.
So it's all still the
Yep,
same?
so
okay.
just more overpass areas.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, if you're familiar with that area, it can get pretty congested, especially around the cheerleading and Pop Warner conventions.
Yep.
I actually accidentally hugged one of my minivan drivers in November. He was so great, and I think he went to shake my hand, and I misread it, and I
misread it. I misread it. I really thought he needed a hug.
He stuck his hand out. I just bear hugged him.
I said, oh, yes!
I love this minivan.
I was all dressed out in Minnie that day. I had
Oh, so you were perfect.
I had my Minnie ears.
Do you have
so,
pictures?
There's a picture of me and Steph, and I'm like, I'll be in Minnie, and Steph looks all cute.
Yeah,
and
right.
normal. She's like, and then I hugged the guy. I'm like, I liked your trivia. It was good. I knew one.
I knew one.
Do you remember who you had?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
How many are there?
A good number of us.
Yeah.
We want to make the magic keep moving, so we have team members and cast members to be on the roads from 6:30 in the morning when we start all the way through 12:30 when we're finished.
So how many actual vehicles? I know this is 42, so do you know how many actual...
That's a really good question, and the answer is I don't.
Okay.
So one of the reasons I don't, because even though they're all numbered,
Yes.
we go through so many miles a day that the vehicles
Okay.
are constantly taking in and out of service for
Okay.
maintenance and oil changes and everything, tire pressure. And so because they're constantly in flux, we really have no idea how many vehicles
Gotcha.
we actually have.
And
in
are
our
these
fleet.
all brand new?
Yeah, so most of our fleet is 2017 Chevy Traverses. We have a couple 2017 Ford Transits for guests needing special assistance. And we've just recently added a few 2018 Chevy Traverses as well.
If someone does need assistance with a wheelchair or a scooter, do they do that through the app? Is there a way to indicate that?
No,
Through the
so
app, or?
Our biggest recommendation, if anyone does need special assistance, is to talk to their front desk. The front desk will have a number to call for one of our team member specialists who can dispatch that vehicle necessary to help them out.
Okay. Nice.
This is awesome.
That's great information.
It is. Fellow minivans.
I think we.
So I personally-
4 or 5 times in November.
Yeah, I personally do not care for the bus system.
Heard that one.
Yeah. It takes a lot longer to get places.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's just it. And I do have a question. You Do you drop off at the airport?
We do not drop off at the airport. So
Okay.
we're kind of like a Cinderella's coach. We go off property. This beautiful 2017 Chevy Traverse turns into a 1982 Honda Civic. So we don't want that. So we stick on property. For the
Okay,
most
so you
part.
just stay on property. Okay.
Turns into a Honda.
What about
the Disney Spring resorts?
just off? Oh yeah, Disney Springs are just off property, or like is there a, or does it have to be official Disney property?
So Disney Springs is part of property. So we have 2 pickup and drop off locations there. If they want to go off property, unfortunately a minivan would not be the best mode of transportation for them.
Okay.
The easiest way to think about where we go is to think where Disney buses can go.
Yeah.
And so we'll go to
Okay,
all the
okay.
resorts, we'll go to all the theme parks, we'll go to all the, water parks, mini golf areas, to some extent. We'll go to Disney Springs. We'll even, in some of the specialty resorts, pick you up and drop you off at your building. So for Old Key West, instead of having to make your way to the hospitality house at the front, we can pick you up at your specific building. So there's a really good kind of like, most of the places, we can go to Swan and Dolphin, different areas in there. So just a lot of places on Disney property.
So cool.
You guys are going to Bay Lake, correct?
I
Or
think we're gonna go the
contemporary?
regular contemporary.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I
No,
read it as
that's
Bay
all
Lake.
right.
My apologies.
No, well, we kind
We
of
could,
are.
I
We can
mean-
either
No,
way.
we'll swing around. Make sure it's nice and easy for y'all.
Huh.
I love our selfie.
It was awesome.
Is that good?
Yes. And what was your name?
Preston.
Preston.
Preston. Oh, that's.
Are you allowed to request a certain driver?
You are not able to do that right now. The reason is because you guys have obviously your own schedules. That's probably different than some of our schedules.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, right now, requesting a specific driver is not something that you're able to do.
Well, that's unfortunate, but we may still see you again.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
I've had many,
We
many
might just
repeat
hire
guests.
one just for another ride.
It is.
So, not every minivan driver keeps records of where they've started and finished in a ride. I personally like to because I like stats and keeping record of where I've driven and how long I've driven there. But on my books, one of my shortest official rides is from Contemporary to Bay Lake.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Did they not know?
No, they knew. So they wanted to. They knew. They were staying at Bay Lake. They requested the pickup after breakfast here at the Contemporary, and wanted to go visit the Four Seasons Resort to see it about a possible future stay.
Yeah.
And so they picked up a minivan, and the request was, "Can you take us to Four Seasons? We can get out, look for a minute, and come back." I said, "Absolutely." So the official pickup was here. The official drop off was Bay Lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.